Hey, David again. Hi again. So I'm working with the 1, 2, 3 tick chart right now. I thought I'd record because I figured out what the what the indicator is on Ninja. I felt so proud of myself. So I kind of figured out where I can make the pivot point is actually working correctly. Here's your S2 line at 106.36. You can see that corresponds with my S2 line today, 106.36. Cool beans. All right, so you see we bottomed out right there. And I was able to put the 50 bar SMA on, yellow in color. So there's your 50 bar, and I wanted to check that up against CTS. Should be running into it right now. Let's double check and see if it's, yeah, we ran into it. This one's looking back 256 bars. What I want to do is maybe change that to 200 bars. Well, no, it's looking back. Let's double check. See if that makes a difference. This says 256. If we say if in it, apply. Wait a minute, that's the, I don't want to do that. That was the, I was playing with the pivots. I want to play with the 50 bar. I'm going to go infinite on that and see if that does any difference. Doesn't do anything. All right. All right. So we added. So far, I've added the pivot point. It's a classic method. What I want to do on the pivots though is make them a little bit more pronounced. So I'm right clicking, by the way, to get this to come up here. I'm going to indicators. And I want my pivots to be a little bit, I want to see them. So you can't do this all at one time. So I'm going to have to do this for every one of these. I'm going to change, I might change colors another day. Right now I just want them on here. So I'm hoping that I can do this all at one time and then apply. And I'll change to 3. What I'm changing is the width. Here's your S1. Changing the width lines so you can so I can see them better on the chart. Apply. Okay. All right. So that made the S2 line show up better. Good. So far we have the 1, 2, 3 tick chart. I got the SMA 50 on. What I want right now is the SMA 200. We're going to go to indicators. We're going to go to the simple moving average. Right here, SMA. We're going to add it. And we're going to make this 200. We want this to be blue though. So we want blue color. Need to find blue. Kind of royal blue. That looks good. And we want it to be 3. I'm going to apply it. Say okay. Now I want to look at that as it relates to CTS. See where we are. So this is trading 200 bar is looking at 107.31 right now. How close are we? 107.24, close. It's within reason. And the 50 bar is at 106.41. Where is that in relation? That's off. That's at 106.55. Alright, so what do we got setting related that it might be different? Just a simple moving average. It's on closing basis, right? Let's go here. Closing, no offset. Bar interval. So tick chart. Maybe that's the difference. Should say tick range. Does it make a difference? No. Because I have to say okay to that. So I didn't even show up for that. So I want a tick chart. Okay. That added it back at 106.48. 106.43. That's within reason. Alright, so 107.22. Go back here to our indicators. Let's just look quickly on bar close. What's our options? On each tick. $106.46 on each tick. Let's go back and look. It's saying it should be at 106.67. I don't know. Yellow. That's my EMA line. That's what's screwing me up. Okay, yellow should be at 106.49 right now. Let's go back. It says 106.48. That's very close. All right, now we're good. So just need to go on tick up here. Indicators. I'm going to go to the 200 bar. And we want this to say on each tick. Apply. See if that makes a difference. 107.2. Nah, 200 bars at 107.31 right now. Let's go back. Let's say infinite. That doesn't help. Or close. No displacement. 200 bars on bar close. On price change, what does that do? Nothing. Alright, so we're just it's not really affecting it on bar close versus on each tick. Brings it down a little bit more. Guess we'll keep it. It's not really affecting it. Alright. Alright, so that just tells me a general indication where the market is on the most important part of that's when you get to the crossovers. This let me know that the down is the trend, the trade it down is better still. See the bottom here. Alright. What else have we got? So we got the 200 bar. What do we want to add next? How about a 3 standard deviation Bollinger Band? Bollinger, add 3 standard deviations at 18 periods. On a closing basis, on bar close, I want this to be purple in color. And I want to take away the middle band. I do not want to show the middle band. So if we make the middle band black, transparent, shouldn't see it. I want both of these to be purple. I want the upper band to be purple. Nice purple, that's indigo, that looks good. Line thickness 3, solid color. I want that to be transparent so it doesn't show up. And the lower band, purple in color. Indigo again, I guess. Looks good. 3 standard deviations, width of 3. Apply. Okay, now let's look at that as it relates to that's looking pretty good. So the standard deviation should be below the S2 line right now. And it's above the S2. It's printing more. I believe this is printing more bars. Might be the difference between what we're seeing right now. The 123 tick charts might be printing more bars from the CTS platform. Let's look here. 1233 was the low, and we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We got 23 prints on CTS from the low. Where are my cross bars? Alright, anyway, this is the low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So here's 23 right there. 24, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. It's definitely printing more. 33. what that's going to do. Let's not do anything there. What does that do? Can always remove it. No, that'll add shit. Don't want to add. Alright, so let's go back. Look at that right there, 400 and something sitting at 670. Something I didn't see on the Ninja either, by the way. Alright, let's go back. Standard deviations. It's looking pretty close. A little bit of difference because of the bar printing. So this is printing more bars. Ninja Trader. Interesting. Alright, let's move on. What else we got? So we got the 3 Bollinger Bands in. We got the pivot point in. 3 standard deviations in the Bollinger Bands. Let's make our highway. If we can make our highway now, that'll be good. Actually, let's add the 100 SMA. I meant to add that earlier. So we want an SMA. See, let's take this Bollinger Band and move it up. That's cool. I like that. Let's move. Then we want to add another SMA in. We want this to be 100 in gray in color. Add. We want to move that one up a little bit. So I want 100 gray in color. So I need a gray. Let's go with that gray. 3. Apply. Here it is. And let's move it up 1 to put it in there. Apply. Okay. So the 100 and the 50 are running into each other on the Ninja Trader. Well, fairly close here on CTS. A little bit of difference. That might be good or bad, I don't know yet. Got a few days to look at. I don't think I lose my CTS with Top Step until the end of the month anyway, so should have another few days to compare. Alright, so we see the 100s crossing under the 50 right now. So we have the 100 SMA on. Check that off. Alright, what do we need? On the chart itself, we need Bollinger Bands. We need our highway. Alright, let's go find it. Bollinger Band. Bollingers. We want to add this. Light blue in color, 0.27 standard deviations. and I want to move that up to 2 in a minute. So standard deviation, let's hopefully we can put a point in there. 0.27 and 18 periods. I believe that's what we used, 18 periods, yep. Based on bar close, light blue in color. We want the upper band, the middle band. We want this all light blue. Making our highway right now. Let's go with cyan. Dark turquoise, I like that. Make it 3. Middle band. We picked, what do we pick? Dark turquoise. Three. And we want this to be dashed. Dash dot or dash, dash dot dash. Let's try this first. Dash dot dash so we can see it a little bit better. We can play around with that in a little bit. And the lower band, want that solid in color. Dark turquoise, solid. This is my highway. We want to apply this. Alright. So we got it trailing underneath right now. How close are we? Beautiful. Through the 18 periods. That EMA is not really doing anything. So that's not, I'm not worrying about the EMA. I must have it on there for some reason. I was testing and I must not remember to take it off. I don't remember. That's just an extra line that we really don't need right now. So I'm not going to worry about the EMA right now. I'd like to have our 50 bar brighter yellow though. So let's go find that. And I want to move up the Bollinger Bands. Move that up to the other Bollinger Band. Yeah, I want that on the top right there. That's my highway. One of the most important things on the chart right there is the highway. And then I want to grab the 50 bar tick chart and I want to find a brighter yellow. Goldenrod's not cutting it for me. Let's go yellow. Ah, much better. We're recreating it, slowly but surely we're recreating it. And that's why you want to use one platform with another to double check it. So hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. All right, what else we got? So what else we got? We put our highway on. Our highway's looking pretty good. We want to move this over. There we go. We want to look, that's going to print when this bar prints out, right? So we want to see it. There it goes, and it prints. Good. All right, so the highway looks good. I'm not going to worry with the EMA. I'm taking that off. Is there anything else that we need to be putting on the chart itself? I think we've got everything on the chart that I want to see. Yep. I must have been testing the EMA against the highway at one point. So you can see the highway that I like to trade off of. That sets up the 1, 2, 3 that's in the 1, 2, 3 day trade, part of my business that I created. All right, so we crossed over. How's that relating to CTS? Very close. Good. All right. Touched the S2 line and came down. What did it do? Touched the S2 line and came down. Awesome. The platforms are looking like they're working together. All right, so now we need that's all the on-screen stuff. Now we need to add some studies. So we need the MACD. Okay, I've added the simple moving average crossover. I think that's the reason it's not showing up is that there's no colors here. Good. That makes it where the things don't print the all that crap that I don't want to see right now. Properties, what's that? Right side margin 7. If I say 15 there, just out of curiosity. All right, let's go 9. Try 9. Chart background, so I can get rid of the scale right there. That's cool. Let's do that. Let's get rid of that stupid shoal. What do I want? Chart trader off. Crosshairs. Where's black? Transparent. Alright, that did nothing. Oh, that's the labels. Axis solid, crosshair lines below, vertical and horizontal. Ah, there we go. Vertical. Transparent, apply. Oh, that cleans it up a lot better. Looking better, looking better, looking better. Don't need all those extra shit on there that I don't need. All right, let's save this workspace so I'm here. All right. I don't like that the S2 line doesn't stretch back. So we probably need to look into the S2 line to see why it doesn't stretch back. So let's do that. Width. All right, so we want the pivot point to be blue. Go dark turquoise. Make it a different color than dark turquoise, though. Go dark cyan right now. So what do we need? Indicators. What did I say we want to go after right now? MACD. Yeah, let's add MACD in. Add fast, slow, smooth. Just want this to be, we have to play with this 6, 18, 27. Work on the colors in a little bit. Let's get it on there for now. Okay, let's look at that as it compares to CTS. This is our MACD right here. Yellow and red are pretty close to each other. Yep. It's looking pretty good. Just need colors, and if I want to keep it right there, see if we can add. Don't really want to add anything on that. Can we smush it? Cool. We can edit it. We can move it up. We can squish it. Awesome. One thing I need to know at this point, we can work on colors in a little bit. Only thing I need to know right at this point, things are working correctly, and that looks to be about right. Got your 0 line, 0.1, so forth and so on. That looks to be working correctly. All right. Up, down. Okay, so hopefully when we move everything up and around, that'll switch that what I need. Okay, so Williams %R. Here it is. I'm going to add it. Williams %R, 27 periods. Upper, lower, no worry with the colors later. Apply it. Let's move it up one to see if that makes a difference. Alright, so how can I move this, shift that up? I guess I'm going to have to put the MACD on first, and the %R, and then volume. Can I move this? Can you move it? I don't know what I just did. Interesting. Okay, so let's look at William %R versus CTS now. Okay. Things to work on. So the line's at 0 right now. No, excuse me, it's at is that -50? Nowhere near. 34.92. $23.73. All right, so that's printing off of every bar that we see. How close are we? 179. It's close. All right. I want to move this down below that. That didn't let me do it when I just moved things on here. Alright, so I'm going to have to get rid of this and add it back. Apply. Okay, now let's add back the MACD and then volume. Alright, so add 6, 18, 27, apply, okay. Alright. Williams percent R MACD and volume. This is the thing I've been hesitant to move anyone over. The Williams percent R is on the charts. We have the SMA on that at 9 periods. See if we can add here. I don't know if I can add an SMA in there. That would be cool if I could. Don't know if that's possible to add in here. We'll try. Indicators. Can we add? I don't think it's going to let me add moving average in there. I think it's just going to add it to the chart itself. I can try that. Nine periods. No, it's the second panel maybe. Apply. Well, I put it in the right place. But not where I want it. So put it where I wanted to put it. Price. Yeah, I added it in there. Not where I want it. Display in data box. Same as input series. Panel. Little plots. I want to add it in here, but it's not letting me. I want that to add into the percent R. Can I do that? Nope. Interesting. It doesn't show a 50, by the way, either. on the Williams percent R. Shows the 0.25 to 0.75, but it doesn't show halfway mark. Panel 2. Let's try this again. In the right spot, add simple moving average, 9 bars. Panel 2. So I want it to show up in panel 2, which is where I want it. Apply, okay. And it's just a flat frickin' line, not going to MACD. That's frustrating. Pause here. Okay, so nowhere in here is it allowing me to add it to the Williams percent R. That's unfortunate. Alright, so we need to get rid of this then. We'll have to think about a workaround. Don't want to do that. Also means the MACD, I can't add something in there too. That's alright. This might make it easier to look at anyway. Worry with colors in a little bit. So the last thing I want to add in is volume. And the most important indicator that I got is volume, and I want to look and see what we got going on here. What can I do with the volume? Okay, we got the ultimate oscillator. EMA volume. What can we do with volume? Can we make it seconds? Add. Apply volume. It's interesting. That's showing a little bit. So let's go back just out of curiosity. At 206, there was a high volume spike. $206 right there. Interesting. All right, I might be able to work with this. And then at 1 o'clock, 1:59 to at 1 o'clock, we have a high volume spike. Let's go over here. Nope. We're closing in on the end of day right now. All right, let's play with volume, see what we can and can't do here, and see what else we got to play with. Other indicators that we might be able to utilize in the volume. We have a volume oscillator, volume zones, volume MA, period. Ah, period. Interesting. It's volume MA, moving average. Will that add it? Let's see if this adds out of curiosity. Go 5. Where did that put that? Underneath. Nope. Remove. Apply. Alright, so let's play with the volume and see what we got here to play with. Calculate on each tick. On price change, volume. Zero line. As always, you can't go second volume. Alright, what else can we play with indicator related? Volume up, down, what's that? Input series on close. Let's see what that'll do. Volume down, volume. Alright, let's see what that does. Well, that's a little better. Down volume at 2.0. Need the crosshairs somehow. I need to figure that one out. I had them on the chart. I like that a little bit better. Get rid of the volume. This looks better to me. Volume up and down volume. That might help. All right, see it closing in now. Get high volume on the end of the day. Makes sense. See, there's just no other platform that shows volume in seconds. That you know that there's a volume spike. So for instance, this is all forming in so many seconds, right? It'll put a spike. So you would add these volumes together and add a spike out there that lets you know that volume is volatility is increasing right now. So you're going to have to like add these 3, 4, 5 together and find out, okay, that's about 700. I got blue volume coming in here. What else can we work with? That's workable though. I might be able to work around that volume. Volume zones. Volume profile. No. Volume oscillator. Volume counter. What the hell is that? That's interesting. Let's see what it does. I have no idea. Volume counter. Countdown show percent on each tick. Volume counter. Let's see what it shows up. Alright, so we don't want that. Out the door that goes. What else do we got to play with here? What other kind of in-volume indicators do we have? No idea what vortex is. Curious, let's see what it does. Yeah, just a waste. I don't see nothing. Vortex. The vortex. Didn't even add anything, did it? Good. Didn't want it anyway. Better not be on here. I might be able to work with volume up, down. Volume oscillator. I'm pretty sure I don't like that. Add fast, slow. Alright, let's play with that a little bit. So let's make this 9. Fast, let's make fast 3 and slow 27. Let's see what this does. Curious, apply. There we go. Let's go back and look at 206. Ah. So just so you see what I'm trying to compare to, apples and apples, I'm trying to compare this. Look at 127 to 130. How this is printed out. This is letting me know that there's a higher volume. Volatility has increased right here. See the spread? Gives you a VSA look at it, right? Volume spread analysis. Gets you a look at VSA principles. That's what I'm trying to duplicate in volume right here. Give me an eyeball look that there's some footprints in the sand here. So there's some footprints here. That might be workable if you smash it down and use both of those volumes together. See the extension at 127. might be doable. 127. Was this 210? 218. There's 218 right here. Might be workable. So we can find a big one. A big spike. Okay, so we had... Let's find something real big. Go back and look. I might not be able to find it. Alright, so we got this at 8:30 in the morning. That seems to be highest volume on the day. Might not look back far enough. Really not showing anything. It shows it at 8:20. Unless this is based on eight o'clock. Not real helpful. It's helpful in some ways and not in others. So we got a lot of work to do here. So without color changes and whatnot, here's what the charts look like on CTS, which I'm very comfortable with looking at it this way. I like the idea that I can put a moving average into CTS platform. Look at that moving average that you got in there. And I have moving averages in all of them. Be able to show a crossover a little bit better. Just don't know how I can replicate that. Honest to goodness, I'm more of a price action person. I'm looking at volume. I could probably take off MACD and %R and not even look at it at all. Trade on the pivots, price action, and get rid of all this other stuff here. So where's this chart at? It's showing about right here. And where does that relate to the other chart? About the same spot. So with a little bit of color changes in history, the histogram stuff is about the only thing I can work with right now. Got up and down volume. I just have to see if I can make this work. Like I said, the biggest obstacle that I have not been able to replicate is the volume, second volume. I've not been able to replicate this in any trading platform that I've looked at. Shows spikes, volume spikes, and just not been able to replicate that. And where it comes into play, see if I can find where's that time at right there. Let's find one over 1,000. Here's something. Here's an interesting one. This comes in. That's well, that makes sense. That was the end of the day. Coming to the next day. Let's find a real high one. Here's one at 10:11 on March 25th, which would have been Friday, 10:12. See this spike right there corresponds up here. What I like to do with this is like come up here where this came in, I put a trend line, see how it applies in the future at that level. Come back and touch it. We haven't seen it come back down. It comes back to play there. This is into the, it held all day long. It gives a significance on a price movement. So the only way I could check that would be to go back to March 25th, if it'll let me, and look at 10:12. See if we got, let's go apples to apples. So we need to go back and look on March 25th, if it'll let me. What day are we on right now? How can I tell? I need the crosshairs. Where the hell are the crosshairs? Global. There we go. So what does that tell me? That tells me what day. What frickin' day am I in? can I tell what day I'm on? That's all it's going to go back, huh? Nope, I'm not going to let me go back. Just let's say infinite, right? On all the things, infinite. Curious. It's damn it. I want to say everything infinite. That's what I'm doing right now. Infinite, infinite. I want it to go back and look so I can keep looking backwards. No, it stopped right there. So the chart won't let me go back any further than this right here. Wait a minute. Whoa, whoa. What just happened? Did it just come to current time? Yeah, current time. Let's go back and look. Might be screwed on that period of time to be able to go back and look. I guess unless you replay a day, there's that feature to replay a day. It did reset there, so maybe it'll work now. It'll go back and look infinite. What day are we on though? Here we go. What does that say? What day, what day, what day? Data series. Maybe that'll be where I can see something. Show data box. All right, there we go. $3:28, 4:49 a.m. I guess. All right, let's move that off the bottom. Get that out of there. Oh, what the fuck? Stopped right there. All right, so it stopped at 1940. Let's move over 369 chart. See how far this will let me look back. May, June, July. Oh, this is the, never mind, that's a daily chart. Get that off of there. That's not helpful. All right, here's the 369 chart. Now, how did this add in the Bollinger Bands, but it didn't add it in the other one? What did I do right there that didn't do in any of the others? $3.18. How far will this let me look back? That's what I really want to know. Alright, so I might have to use data box here. Alright, so we was looking at the 1012. Let's put volume on this sucker, see what happens here. What do we want? We want volume. Let's put on, which one do we use? We use the volume up and down, right? Add. Tick. Going back infinite. Up down volume. Doesn't help you. So what I'm trying to compare to, right, is something that CTS shows better than any other trading platform that I've seen. And that's a volume spike, a significant volume spike that will hold the market. There it is right there. I'm trying to find something that shows something like that, 10, 12. Did I use volume up down before? Is that what I was using? Yeah, I think it was. Alright, so the only other thing we got going on is that other indicator, right? And that was the volume, what do we use? Volume oscillator? Just volume. No, we just used volume, didn't we? Not helpful. Bar close maybe. And what if we add what did we use in the other chart? Let's go back and look. Son of a up down volume and what's this right here? Volume oscillator. So we have the up down and volume oscillator. Okay, so we want to go back. Get rid of that and put the volume oscillator on here. So get rid of volume, remove. And we want, how did this add in? This one added and nothing else added in. What did I do here? I have no idea. Maybe I didn't know the other day. Alright, so back to it. Volume oscillator. Add. What did we do here? Oh, we did a fast and slow. What did we say? 327, I believe. Aha. So we're looking at 1012. $10.43 to 47 was higher though. How's that translate out? Interesting. Might be able to make that work. Don't know how else to show this though. Here's what the problem that I run into all over the place is to mimic this right here. I've not been able to mimic this volume spike in any other trading platform I've used.
The text I sent?
No, I'm not. Okay, so the only thing I can think of is we have this downtrend move here, right? Let's look at starts right here. And accelerates in here. Like the global crosshairs. That's what are my other choices? Local. That's better. I like that. Save the chart settings. Save your workspace. Just playing the sim here for a minute.
Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Target filled.
Sure. So let's switch this over here to a 15-minute chart. What the heck? Select, I want to select daily minutes. Why can't I switch that? 15. Oh, click there. Tick. Oh, it's got some offsets. What's this one? when things, it might be just 100 ticks and not letting me go 123. Value 123. Okay, so it's got some let's do something here. Let's switch this to 100. See what that does. Alright, that definitely changed a few things around. Made it a 100 tick chart. Alright, so we want to go to, how did I change that? Data series. Make that 123. Apply. Okay. Did that do anything? This is what I'll look at right here at the end of the day, where we had more action coming in. Well, actually, let's do something like this. Let's say 50 ticks. Okay, that changed. 100. 123. Yeah, good. Definitely changed it. Alright, save workspace. Don't like having two volume things out here. But there's a red high spike volume and a downtrend. So I kind of like that. I just need to make it really small so it doesn't get in the way. Make MACD smaller. Make %R smaller so we can work with it. I want most of this to be price action here. Work on width in a little bit. Let's save this. Let's get this volume down a little bit more. Get that down a little bit more. I want more price action than I want chart settings that are. This volume figures is going to be the most important thing. I can't really solve that problem right now, though. Alright, so that's enough for this video. 125 ticks, or 25 minutes. I'll leave you.